Once secret recordings are now public, giving us a sense of the friendship between President Nixon and the Reverend Billy Graham.
The phone conversation has been released by the Nixon Presidential Library. News 13's John Lee joins us.
John, the 5-minute talk was during the heat of Watergate back in '73.
It's among the conversations the Nixon estate didn't necessarily want us to hear. Our media partner, Carolina Public Press, says the president at times sounds as if he's drunk or sedated as he leans on Reverend Graham for support.
Where are you? At Montreat? Yes, sir. Well, it was so good of you to call.
Powerful friends for decades.
The thing about Billy Graham, he always calls when it's good or bad. You know how I love you.
President Nixon leaned on the Reverend Billy Graham in the worst of times. John Elliston of Carolina Public Press says the phone chat with Graham was in April of '73, after Nixon addressed the nation for the first time about the scandal that defined his presidency.
This was the beginning of the end for Richard Nixon. The Watergate scandal was brewing.
I want to talk to you tonight from my heart.
Nixon was in the Oval Office.
Mr. President, Mr. Reverend Billy Graham.
Hello, President? Yeah, hello. I think this is your finest hour. Well, it's nice of you, Billy. Really, I wanted to reach through that screen and hug you.
This conversation will serve as further testament to just how close these two men were.
So your sincerity, your humility, your asking for prayer, all of that had a tremendous impact. You really think so, Billy? I'm telling you the truth.
This is one of the most telling incidents in which the preacher ministered to the president.
Comfortable, but twice cursing and apologizing.
You know, they'll continue to slash away, so what the hell? Well, you know, Ruth, excuse me the hell, but, well, Ruth, she thinks it's all a communist plot, left wing and everything else. It is.
God bless America. And God bless each and every one of you.
That was just off the top of my head. That's when I said, God bless America, God bless all of you. Wonderful. Some people thought that it was a little bit melodramatic, but I thought, God now. Excuse me.
It becomes clear that Nixon was growing increasingly drunk or sedated as the night went on. And Billy Graham seems to have caught Nixon in the middle of that progression.
So on a night when the president only took calls from key advisors, Nixon made sure to take the Reverend's call.
All right, boy. Goodbye. Thank you.
And that intriguing conversation just among hours of newly released Nixon recordings with the likes of Ronald Reagan and Henry Kissinger. Log on to WLOS.com and click news links if you'd like to hear the entire 5-minute call between Reverend Graham and President Nixon.